Wow, a very slow movie news week, unusually slow, just got very interesting with not only the debut poster for Marvel's Black Panther, but a teaser trailer is coming out tonight during Game 4 of the NBA Finals. And that timing is suspect to me. Way to keep things interesting, Kevin Feige. Allow me to explain before we discuss this amazing poster. Now, of course, the NBA Finals allow Marvel to target what should be the base for this audience, which is young black males. Just the black audience in general are going to, just like women supported Wonder Woman, we're going to get to Wonder Woman in a moment, that's who's going to have to, again, be the base for this film. But still, this is a major Marvel trailer. Why wouldn't you debut it when Spider-Man Homecoming comes out to boost that film, right? That film's on some shaky ground, right? Or you could hold this for D23 or Comic-Con, which are both just next month in July. But I believe that this poster and trailer have been released to cut off the Wonder Woman chatter. And some of you might be like, Grace, it's not always Marvel versus DC. Why do you do this? To Kevin Feige it is. Don't forget, this is a man who only greenlight Civil War because of Batman v Superman. He never would have made that movie if it hadn't been for what DC was doing. He saw DC's announcement that they were going to do Batman v Superman, and he saw an opportunity for himself, not only to capitalize, to tell a famous story, but to capitalize on the momentum that DC was doing with Batman v Superman, and also, I think, to create discussion in the tension between the two movies. He knows what he's doing, and I think that with the release of this, I just earlier this week speculated that Kevin Feige would use Wonder Woman as a roadmap, or as I said, a treasure map actually, for his Captain Marvel movie. I was incorrect. Well, he might, but I think he's going to use it first as a roadmap for Black Panther. And there are definite similarities, which some of you have already mentioned, and that these two characters represent non-straight white male superheroes, and therefore non-straight white male groups. And so just as Wonder Woman was very important to women, this character is very important, Black Panther, to people of color, particularly black people, across the globe. So I think that's why he would say, okay, this is the correlation. And then even more importantly, besides representation, Wonder Woman ended up pleasing everyone, and of course, beyond just women. And so of course, Marvel wants the same for Black Panther. So they're like, hey, did you like Wonder Woman? Everyone on the face of the earth? Well, next up is, now after we've had a successful female hero, now we have a successful black hero. Time to get behind this. So I think that's fascinating. Good for you, Feige. Never misses an opportunity. And he also is very good at generating news. I'm constantly impressed. Now, as for this poster, both Wonder Woman and T'Challa are regal figures, right? But here, I never saw Wonder Woman sitting down. This is an action hero sitting, but he is giving you the eye. He's like, don't mess with me. I'm a king and the Black Panther. And Chadwick Boseman looks very cool indeed. In fact, he just recently sent out video of his chair on set shooting Infinity War. So he's in the MCU to win it, and I think win it, or at least compete he shall. He was excellent in Civil War. But what's interesting to me about this throne that really catches my eye is that it seems to have a strong Asgardian influence. Not just the throne, but the whole room. But the throne is what got my attention first, because this writing on it doesn't match the writing on the walls. And it looks Asgardian to me, which I think is very interesting. And I wonder if perhaps it was a gift from Asgard, right? Are Wakanda and Asgard friendly nations? Maybe a little bit like the UK and the United States, right? That would be interesting indeed. Even the doors seem Asgardian to me. This doesn't have quite as strong an African influence as I had anticipated. Also, gold is a very Asgardian choice, as opposed to the silver look of the end credit sequence at the end of Civil War. So here we have our young king, as Marvel themselves describe him, both in age and experience. He's new to the job. I'm sure he'll have a learning curve. And he's also in his Black Panther gear, sans his mask, very important. I told you, masks are tough. Even Captain America's like, I don't want to wear this thing. He always looks best with it. He always finds a way to take it off because, you want to be able to see your actor's eyes. So he's sitting in his throne, but then right behind him there you can see a little miniature version of the Panther statue. There's a bigger one outside, as we recall also from the end credit scene of Civil War, and that represents the Panther god who helps give him his powers, and that's in the back of the throne room. I would have also liked to see, quite frankly, the Dora Milaje in this poster, his all-female guard. And there are some complications, as you'll discover when the movie comes out. Maybe you'll discover it tonight in the teaser trailer. But I love the Dora Milaje. You've already met one in Civil War, his female bodyguard who challenged Black Widow. Oh, a fight. Hopefully that fight was a promise that will be kept in Black Panther. But I would have liked to have seen them here. But this is the teaser poster. And perhaps, just like Wonder Woman, who until at the very end only featured the movie's female hero, perhaps and paying attention, Feige paying very close attention, will have the posters for Black Panther only focus on T'Challa and not have any of the other characters maybe to the last minute, to really play up the cultural significance of the movie. And I think perhaps that's why he's on the throne. He's not, as many of you like to point out, we've already had Blade, but this is supposed to be way more successful than Blade ever was, although Blade was successful. But this is supposed to, hopefully they want it to be as big as Wonder Woman. And so, he's not just an action hero, he is a ruler of his own nation, and that's really important, and I'm glad they're depicting that. But, I'm amazed, and how quickly Feige learns. He's like, okay, Wonder Woman worked. Let's apply it to Black Panther. Oh, I love it. Now, the release date, as you can see, February 16th, 2018, Black History Month. So that's also, Marvel could be playing with fire there. We'll see if it works, just like Captain Marvel comes out at International Women's Day. We'll see. But anyway, as of right now, Black Panther has the entire month to himself. They also changed the color of the logo, by the way, to blue to make it pop. It's usually black, but I don't think anybody would have seen it then. The blue is very pretty. But anyway, for Valentine's Day, which is the weekend beforehand, as you can see, February 9th, that's just getting 50 Shades Freed and the Maze Runner 3. The Maze Runner 3 is going to die. There's no way it's going to compete with Black Panther. So it has one weekend to make its money. It should move. And then also Peter Rabbit. I don't think that Black Panther has to worry about Peter Rabbit, but Peter Rabbit's adorable. And then Pacific Rim 2 comes out at the end of the month. By the way, starring John Boyega. That movie might want to consider moving as well. I think this is going to be big. But what do you think? Do you think it'll be big? Do you think it'll be as big as Wonder Woman? Do you think it'll cross over outside of its foundation demographic, just like Wonder Woman did? Remember, for a while, people thought maybe only women would go to see Wonder Woman. It wasn't looking good, but at the end, it worked. And I hope, just as I did for Wonder Woman, that the same will happen with Black Panther. But I'll be covering that teaser trailer tonight. I'm going to break it down. It's going to be so much fun, and we're off to the races. All right, write your thoughts down below, and you can check out some more videos, including a look at the entire Black Panther cast and who they're playing in the movie right now.